The party was over, but her nightmare was just beginning. Samantha thought she was hosting the perfect party. The mansion shimmered under the soft glow of crystal chandeliers. Laughter echoed against marble floors, glasses clinked like music, and the scent of roses floated in the air. Samantha floated through it all like a queen in her kingdom, radiant in a crimson silk dress that hugged her figure, her smile dazzling as she basked in the glow of admiration. She toasted with friends. She laughed at every compliment. She believed in that moment that she had it all: status, style, and a husband who doted on her. But Mark wasn't smiling. He stood calmly by the bar, a glass of bourbon in hand, watching her as one might study a stranger. 7 years of marriage had taught him every nuance of her expression, and lately something had changed. A twitch in her smile, a lie hidden in her eyes. He knew. It had started with a whisper. Phone call that ended too quickly. A message she deleted the moment it buzzed her screen. The unfamiliar scent of another man's cologne clinging to her scarf. Mark had followed the clues quietly, hired a private investigator, watched the pieces fall into place like a cruel puzzle. Hotel receipts, late-night rendezvous, the final blow. Name: David. Mark's business associate. His friend. And tonight, one of their honored guests. 9:45 p.m. Mark raised his glass and gently tapped a spoon against it. The room quieted instantly. Heads turned. Conversations faded. Samantha, caught mid-laugh with a champagne flute in hand, turned toward him, still glowing, still clueless. "My friends," Mark began, his voice calm and smooth like ice on glass, "thank you for being here tonight. It means more to me than you know." He reached for a remote. Behind him, the giant screen, which had been displaying a slideshow of happy memories, vacations, anniversaries, smiling faces, suddenly went black. Then grainy footage. A hotel lobby. Samantha, unmistakable in her red coat, walking in with David by her side. They were laughing, touching, holding hands. Timestamp appeared. The day after their anniversary. Gasps rippled through the room. Glasses were set down with shaking hands. Someone whispered, "Oh my God." Another clip. Samantha and David kissing in a parked car, oblivious to the camera. Samantha froze. Her smile vanished, replaced by a look of pure horror. David turned ghost white. Natalie, David's wife, was already in motion. She crossed the room and slapped him hard across the face, then stormed out, tears streaking her cheeks. Samantha stammered, "Mark, I can explain." Mark raised a hand. "No need," he said. His tone was level, almost gentle. "Tonight was your last night as my wife. The divorce papers are already signed. You'll be served in the morning." The silence in the room was absolute. Then the whispers started. Some guests rushed to leave. Others stayed, stunned, caught between fascination and disbelief. Many felt manipulated, used as pawns in this public reckoning. But Mark didn't care. His heart had broken weeks ago. What remained was something far colder. Precision, vengeance, control. The aftermath. By morning the video was everywhere. Leaked, shared, viral. Samantha's name trended for all the wrong reasons. Screenshots flooded social media. Headlines branded her, the cheating socialite, crimson affair, from hostess to humiliation. PR clients distanced themselves within hours. Brand deals were cancelled. Endorsements pulled. Her phone didn't stop ringing, not with sympathy but with threats, vitriol, betrayal. Paparazzi camped outside her home. Her face, once gracing fashion campaigns, was now splashed across tabloids with words like homewrecker and liar. But that was only the beginning. Mark's legal team went to work. Prenup airtight. She walked away with almost nothing. He reclaimed the mansion, the cars, the accounts. Every shared credit card was shut down. Every bank account frozen. Her assets dissected and reassigned. Her own family, humiliated by the scandal, distanced themselves. Her best friend, who had once suspected the affair but kept quiet, released a public statement denouncing Samantha. She wasn't just disgraced. She was erased. The final blow. 1 month later, a parcel arrived at her new, modest apartment, a far cry from the mansion she once called home. Inside was a framed photo from her wedding day. She and Mark smiling under a flowered arch. Only now, someone had scrawled across the glass in thick red marker. You chose the thrill. Chose the truth. Enjoy your freedom. Samantha dropped to the floor, sobbing. She had thought she could control everything. The image. The lies. Even the consequences. But she had underestimated the man she betrayed. The quiet one at the bar, watching, waiting, planning the moment her perfect world would crumble. Epilogue. The party had ended with champagne and applause. But for Samantha, the true beginning came in the silence that followed. This wasn't just a story of infidelity. It was a story of what happens when you play with trust like it's disposable. When the mask slips. And the person you hurt decides they won't just walk away quietly. They'll let the world watch. Because some betrayals don't end in heartbreak. They end in ruin.